finish your hacky sack, you need to first flip it right side out and then fill it and sew it shut with a ladder stitch. So here is my hacky sack. All 4 pieces have been attached to each other, and I did leave one edge open halfway so that I can flip it right side out. Right now it is inside out. You can see all of your seams. So go ahead and take it by the opening and just start to push the fabric through the opening so that it turns right side out. Once that's done, you have a rough ball shape. Looks a little weird, but once you fill it, it will look like something cool. Okay, so bring your rice over. You could also use lentils or beans. Anything that's dry will work. So just go ahead. I put it right into the bin and I just fill it. Fill it about a little more than halfway. If you fill it too much, it will be really hard to sew it shut. So a little more than halfway, push it down, make sure that it gets into all the corners and edges. Now it's time to finish. Take those edges they're kind of sticking out towards you, it looks like a little mouth. Just fold them in a little bit, about 1/2 centimeter on each side. And then take your thread. It has been double threaded with a double knot. And just go ahead, insert your needle from the inside. This way you will hide the knot on the inside. So there it is on the inside. And now we're doing ladder stitch. You can look at the ladder stitch video if you need more direction, but ladder stitching it shut. So starting on the yellow side, I'm going to go across to the red side. I go in a little ways and then I go up a little ways. So in on the red and out on the red, and just pull it shut. Now I'm on red, I need to go over to yellow and then up a little ways. Okay, so over and up, and when I pull it shut, you can see now I have 2 stitches. If I pull them tight, they disappear. Okay. Now you're on yellow, you need to go over to red. So you're always switching sides. Every time you do a new stitch, you switch sides. Over to red, so straight across, and then up a little bit. These are short stitches. You want them short so that the rice does not fall out. Again, over and up, pulling it tight, keep going, over and up, pulling it tight every time. And you will eventually reach the top. Pull it tight, over and up. If you think it's maybe too open at the very top there, you can even go over top of your old stitching just a little bit, just to make sure you don't want any holes at those top edges, those intersections. It's a little tricky here, but just go ahead, stab the needle in somewhere and try to cut across. Pull it tight every time. Smooth it so you don't have puckers. So that's finished. It does not leak. Now to tie your knot to finish, just flatten it out. Make your loop like you always do. Come around from underneath and come up in the middle. This is just a regular knot like any other knot. So make a loop from the outside to the inside, pull it tight. There's your first knot. Second one, same idea. Loop under the thread, pull it tight. And to hide the knot, what I like to do is I actually poke the needle in really close to where I made the knot, and then poke it out anywhere else. So you're going to pull your extra thread to the inside, so when you cut it, those tails don't show. Pull it really hard. If your thread at this point breaks, that's probably okay because you've already tied your knot back there. You won't have broken the knot, okay? If it doesn't break, just go ahead and cut it off. cut it, moosh it around, and you don't see, you're almost hiding your knot. It's a little visible, but hey, not bad. There it is. Hacky sack is done.